Absolutely. We want to bring back in our power panel. We've got Margie Omero, Malika Henderson, Chip Saltzman. And gang, I want to shift topics real quickly while we have you here, because just passing my desk in the last couple of minutes is the fact that Senator Tom Carper of Delaware has come out to show his support for marriage equality. It seems like a domino effect here we're certainly seeing on the left of people coming out publicly to support the movement for marriage equality in this country. Chip, I want to talk to you, though, because we still have people on the right that are an obstacle to marriage equality, even those that have gay members in their family. Take a listen to this.
My son is by far one of the most important people in my life. I love him more than I can say. I'm just not there as far as believing in my heart that we should change 2,000 years of social policy in favor of a redefinition of the family. I'm not there.
So, Chip, that's in contrast to Senator Rob Portman coming out for marriage equality because of his own son, who recently came out to him within the last 2 years. That was Representative Matt Salmon there, saying that it makes no effect on his principles or politics, the fact that he has a child that would be deterred and separate but equal, but separate at the same time. He doesn't feel it's his politics reflect a change.
You know, it's interesting. I watched that press conference, actually. I went back online to watch it, and you could just see how much he struggled with it. And I think for Representative Salmon and a lot of people, this is as much a religious issue, a biblical issue, as it is a civil law issue. And I think as you kind of go through this debate, I think there's more and more people on the Republican side and Democrat side that feel comfortable with some kind of civil union. They don't want people that love each other not to be able to see each other in the hospital. They understand that, and they want to try to fix that. But changing the definition that's been like that for 2,000 years or more, and more of a religious and moral issue for some people, is going to be a lot harder sell as we kind of move forward in this discussion.
But should the government then get out of the marriage business?
Well, I mean, I think there's some people that think the government should get out of the marriage business. If it's going to be a religious marriage, then it shouldn't be a part of the government. If it's going to be a civil union, it shouldn't be part of a religious issue. And I think when you use the word marriage, that word means so much to so many different people, as you see in this battle right here. Marriage, so a lot of people, means the definition between a man and a woman. And when they talk about that, they have a really hard time with same-sex marriage. And again, you still have to couch it in a conversation when you talk about civil unions or something like that, or loved ones sharing property or seeing each other in a hospital. That's a different issue for some people than changing the definition of marriage.
Margie, for the perspective of the fact that we're seeing more people certainly come out in favor of marriage equality from the Democratic side, and we'll point out that Delaware is also moving forward on its own marriage equality bill later this year, it just gets to the deeper point that there continues to be this perceived necessity for otherness. And as Chip points out, the fact that marriage just can't be redefined. Well, haven't we redefined, and not redefined, but we've enhanced and we've changed language for things throughout the years to reflect where we've moved as a country?
This is one of those cases where actually the politics is trying to catch up with public opinion. Public opinion has moved very, very quickly on this in the last few years, and I'll tell you why. It's because a lot more people are coming out. A lot more people are coming out and sharing their stories of why they want to get married and why marriage is important to them. Think of how that might have changed the comment of the Republican chairwoman from Georgia who said, well, this is going to lead to a lot of abuse because straight people are going to pretend that they're gay in order to get benefits, as if that would be the reason to go through decades of Supreme Court challenges.
She has
and so
obviously
on.
not seen the hit, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Right, exactly. And she also has never, someone should come out to her and explain why they're, the meaning of marriage, and that it's not about the benefits, it's about enjoying the title of marriage, that the name itself is important to everybody. And I think that's something that people are beginning to realize, some people at a different pace than others.
All right, I want to say thanks to the Power Panel today. Your patience, I really appreciate it. Malika Henderson, Margie Omero, Chip Saltzman. Thank you.
Thanks.
Coming up next, hundreds